Hello, good evening. How are you? It's a wonderful summer night. The clear sky is just beautiful. It's getting dark. I got my fire because it is kind of cool a little bit, and the full moon will be out pretty soon. However, I just wanted to take these few minutes to talk to you about a few things that are important. First of all, it's important to be thankful. Say thank you, dear God, for all I have, for this wonderful fire, for this wonderful night, for everything I have. So be thankful for what you have. Every day, every morning should be Thanksgiving. Thank you, Lord, for what you do in our lives. And I think about what's happening around us, particularly around what's going to happen in the future. What are your goals? What are your desires? What are your wishes? What are your dreams? You know, a lot of times we just don't know what we want. And we kind of are wishy-washy. We look at our options and alternatives. And a lot of times we don't do anything. So what that means is really, in effect, your decision is to do nothing. Doing nothing, sitting on the fence, is worse than doing anything. So even if you do something wrong and it helps you learn and move ahead, which we all learn from our mistakes, well, think about it. What can you do to stabilize your life, to go in a direction that's going to be helpful to you? What is the best option for you? Should you go to the left? Should you go to the right? Should you say yes? Should you say no? Well, those are questions we struggle with daily. I want to move ahead. I want to progress. I want to advance in this life. And how do I do that? Other than taking it really one step at a time, one day at a time, and saying, dear Lord, really believe it. Trust God and think about it. What is it that I can do that's going to be alongside of God's will in my life? I want to do what's right. I don't always do what's right. Sometimes, hey, we make bad decisions. Have you ever got a speeding ticket? Oh my God, I've got plenty of those. And you know what? And you learn and you say, well, I probably shouldn't speed. So you try to follow the rules. So follow the rules of life. But the best rule to follow is the life that God gives you is ruled by certain things. You begin with the 10 Commandments. You know, don't do this, don't do that. But above all, love God and love your neighbor. And say, I'm going to do what's best for my neighbor, but also do what's best for me. When I do what's best for me, guess what? When I care and love and have consideration for others, if I do the right things for myself, it's going to help. It's going to lead you in the direction that you should go. You know that you never know what the plan of God is. Just a little example. The other day I says, hey, let me go for my walk. You know, I walk, I run, I do all that stuff. And I says, let me go by the visitor center, a beautiful place we have by the river. I don't usually go there. I just said, let me go there. And I just happened to go there, and I was walking in the entrance to the parking lot, and a car pulled in. And a gal stopped and says, oh my God, I got a flat. I'm away from home. I don't know what to do. There's a hole in my tire. And I says, hey, I've changed a lot of tires in my life. I've had a lot of junks, a lot of old cars. So I know about changing tires. So anyway, to make a long story short, I helped her out and all that. But the interesting thing is she had one of these new cars. And if you got a new car that's a fancy car and you open up the trunk, you will not know how to even get the spare out. We struggled and tried, and there's, believe it or not, electronics in the trunk. And there's a compressor to jack up your spare because the spare is very tiny, and then the lug nuts aren't your regular lug nuts. So anyway, it was a huge affair to change this tire, but it was done. I helped her, and she was so thankful. She was so happy because she said, if I'd been stopped on that expressway, as crazy as it is on there, I would have had lots of trouble with this car, with the tire. I don't know what I would have done. So she was thanking me. Thank you so much. You've been such a help and all this. And I said to her, you know what? If my wife is having trouble or something happens to her, I would love for somebody to go ahead and help her. So I'm doing only what I should be doing for my wife if that problem occurred. And so the way I look at it, the good Lord gave me an opportunity to go to that particular place. She had that unfortunate situation, but I was there for her. I helped her. So I felt good. When you get a chance to do good, do it. And sometimes that's the best thing in terms of progress and advancing in life. Take it a step at a time. Do one thing at a time, positive. Helping somebody, going out of your way for somebody. You don't do it because you want accolades and what have you. She says, I need to buy you coffee, tea, breakfast, and blah, blah. I says, no. The only thing I want you to do is pass it on to somebody else. So some of the goals that we have aren't as important as passing on love, consideration, being kind to people, one step at a time. And as you do that, you advance in life. You feel good. You do God's will. Not only that, it elevates your self-esteem. And you know, whatever goals you have, the good Lord will take you there. So trust God to take you wherever you're supposed to go, when you're supposed to go, and do what you can to help others. God bless you. I just love you so much. I love the good Lord. I love my fire, the outdoors, the night, all this stuff, because it's so wonderful to be out. So God bless you. Have a wonderful night. And remember, your goals, your desires, your wishes, your dreams, all will come true if you balance, you look at your options and alternatives, and you trust God to take you one step at a time wherever you're supposed to go, even if it's not something you plan. Let Him plan your day. God bless you, my friends. Enjoy.